You know what that sound means?
It means an angel got its wings.
So let's see if this angel can earn its flight wings.
Let's do it, Clarence.
Hi folks, I'm Jonathan J.O. Owen, also known as Clarence for this production.
And I'm Kitty Kennedy. I'll be playing the part of Jimmy Stewart.
And you've stumbled into It's a Wonderful Life with Bourbon.
This is true.
It's a terrible life without bourbon. And you know, I'm going to add to the terribleness by saying 3,600 bottles of this were made. So we were very lucky to score one of these. And I know that you know its age and that this is what makes this one so different. So you want to go into that?
I would. First of all, it's Angel's Envy Distillery out of Louisville, Kentucky. This one is signed. Okay, this is a huge get, and I'm really looking forward to tasting this. I've never had it. I've had Angel's Envy before, but this is a bourbon that has been using a blend of 4 to 9 year old bourbons, and it's been sitting in a cask, maybe of Oloroso's sherry cask, for 2 to 3 years. So I think it's going to be very delicious.
So, not just any sherry, guys. This is Sherry
The
Oloroso. This is one of the best lines of sherry on the market. That in itself, sherry is very rich, savory, and dry, all at the same time. And so with the bourbon of Angel's Envy, which as we know is port barreled, this one is going to be the sherry, where port is a much savorier, much more savory, rich flavor. The sherry is going to be a very sweet, golden, and it's going to add layers of honey to it. At least that's what I'm expecting, a bit of floral notes. I'm going in blind here, and so is Kitty.
Right.
And so we do like to try things blind occasionally when we are given good bottles of uniqueness.
I'm really excited about this.
Okay, I know I can't contain her anymore, so let's get to this.
I know. And I'm thinking, if you're familiar with the Oloroso, holy smokes.
Yeah, this one is also coming in at 50%, 100 proof. It does not say it's bottled in bond, even though it's a 4 to 9 year. But I'm guessing that's because it sat in the sherry barrel.
Right. This smells beautiful.
Oh my goodness. There's the honey.
Absolutely, honey.
Tons of white fruits.
Yeah, very like a fruit basket.
Yeah.
I mean, just like it's, you know, it's, I get orange in this.
Orange, there's peaches and pears, some apple. Unison there.
Jinx, you owe me a bourbon.
Here, let me top you off then. And, okay.
All right.
Okay,
wow.
so.
All right, let's take a look. The color is great. I mean, obviously.
Man, I just sit here and sniff this. There's just so much going on in there. Now, this bottle I know ranges about 150 to 200, depending on who you're shopping with.
Oh, that's a little steep. I'm glad we got it for just.
Yeah, it was a donation from a fellow who wanted us to review it, so thank you very much. You know who you are.
I'm pulling the nuts, nutty.
Okay, yeah, they're the nuts now. The barrel is starting to show through, and it's peanut hull. Peanut husk, peanut hull. Red peanut skin.
Interesting.
Yeah, each one of them has their own distinct smell. And if you ever get curious, I am that weirdo that I will break down my vegetables smelling each piece, which does tend to annoy my wife sometimes.
I think that's why you're really good at this, though, too, Jill. I mean, it's like, you know, your palate is really experienced, and if, you know, you're smelling all your vegetables.
They don't like me to do it at the supermarkets when I go through and I'm tearing apart the snap beans, smelling every piece.
Don't follow J.O., a.k.a. Clarence, in the produce section.
You wonder why I'm having to get my wings, guys.
Wow.
All right, I'm not going to wait anymore.
I'm getting banana. I'm getting some banana in there as well. This is a potpourri of good.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goodness, potpourri is a good way. I mean, it's not a cornucopia. This is a potpourri. There's just so much in there. The meadow flowers. Man, almost like not ocean, but Kentucky springs. When you're walking in the woods and you come across a fresh spring of that limestone water, and you getting all that smell in it.
Can you see that color as well? I mean, it's a really nice warm, but it's almost like it's also pulling a little bit of red.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's from the sherry there. Where if you
Yeah.
look at the port barreling, the port is going to have almost a slight purplish to it. The sherry kind of gives a light, bright red. And, you know...
Well, then look at those legs.
Yeah, I was
I mean,
noticing
it's
that when you held it up like
you
that.
know
Those
this
legs
is going to
are
be
gorgeous.
creamy, good. This is not going to be. I can already predict that it's because it's not drying off the glass when you have like 100 proof plus. I think it's going to sit real creamy.
You were getting the wine legs on this, guys. This is outstanding.
Okay, are you going in? Oh.
Get my drop on my tongue so I'm not fully shocked. Berries, fruits. There's the bourbon.
And exactly what we said. Really, really smooth. There's some burn on the back. I mean, and I'm a huge Angel's Envy rye fan.
God, that's creamy.
Very, very good.
Creamy and sweet, yet a dry, bitter oak and char finish.
There's a like a woody, I mean, obviously the oak, but it's almost even like like a peaty, like a little bit full of a scotch.
I can totally see that from the scotch of you almost get that bitter Band-Aid finish.
Like a mossy peat.
Mossy peat, yeah, wonderful. I was going off the iodine but yeah, you're getting that mossy peat. I'm wondering if it's because maybe the sherry barrels where they were stored, they could have picked something up, but it is that it's turning into a musky rickhouse right now. This is absolutely wonderful. I'm going to produce us some water, so let's do a quick edit.
Well,
Okay.
I forgot the straw.
You forgot the straw. Well,
Bada bing.
there we go. We got a straw now.
All right.
There we go.
Let's see what happens.
That's it, yeah. I mean, it's been about 1 minute since I've drunk this last, and my palate is now producing a black walnut, which is a very bitter nut, but very savory. I'm getting that. For something that is sweet on the front, I love the bitter finish.
Well, and I'm getting a cocoa.
God.
I'm getting a cocoa, like a baker's chocolate. Not a finish, but a real high cocoa. And the banana for me is coming stronger.
Oh my word, this is...
Wow.
Yeah, almost a Banana Foster's now.
It's
Almost to the point of being Forster nose.
yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Goodness, I'm getting maraschino too now.
Interesting.
That killed a lot of the Kentucky hug.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not nearly as dry on the finish now.
Not nearly as dry, but I'm having the same result. As soon as it hits the front, burn, middle, creamy, back, warm, about down to mid-chest, a little bit of a warm burn, but it was exactly the same experience without the water for me.
Yeah, this is it feels a little bit sweeter with a splash of water in there. The bitterness is much longer in coming this way. But what is unique about this one is this is a full palate drink. Most of the time you taste something and it stays in one part. But it literally from the tip of your tongue all the way down to the bottom of your esophagus, and I feel it just warming in my stomach.
I really like it. It's not often that you get a lot of the different notes categories. You know what I mean? It's like, sweet, sour, nutty, woody, oak, I mean, it's all in the botanical.
That is good.
I mean, it really is a kaleidoscope of all the senses. And I when you think about the 4 to 9 year blend of the bourbons, maybe it's pulling from a lot of different categories there. And I think that it's got to be the sherry. I mean, it's got to be the sherry casks that are creating that introduction into the bourbon. So many flavors. It's really good. Surprisingly good. I wasn't expecting all of this.
Me either. I wasn't expecting the complex levels that we were getting. But Angel's Envy has always surprised me. It's when they released that rum finished rye the first time. The review I wrote on that was I want to live in the glass. This is one of them in which I would very happily savor, and enjoy, and live in the moment when I'm sipping. And I think that's the best recommendation I can say. It is a bit pricey
Right.
and hard to come by, but if you see it in a bar, give it a chance, give it a shot. It'd probably be a little $50-ish in price
Oh, really?
for a shot at a bar, I'm guessing. Well, anyway, this is one angel that has definitely earned its wings.
Absolutely.
So here we go. Let's send this off. Well, I was trying to be metaphorical.
Wow.
I'm Jonathan J. O. Owen,
And I'm Kitty Kennedy.
and we'll catch you next time.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends.
Yes, follow us on Instagram and Twitter. All those are in the links below. And remember, don't text and drive. Only you can prevent forest fires. But you drink what you like. Don't ever let anybody dictate to you what you don't
That's
like
right.
and what you do like.